Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This week I'm going to begin my journey of ranking Taylor Swift songs, by the album. I'm going to go through all of the albums, as I'm now a seasoned Swiftie. Am I a seasoned Swiftie? I'm a Swiftie, certainly, If you're new here, I love Taylor Swift, man. She's become one of my top 5 favourite artists, and you can follow that entire journey over the last 18 months, I guess it's been. Lots of reactions on YouTube, some fuller, longer, deeper ones on Patreon, if that's your thing. And now that I've gone through her entire catalogue as a first-time listener, I thought I would dive a bit deeper and go through each album. I've just finished off with the sort of first 3, so I thought I would just jump to Red, and I'm going to move forward, I think, chronologically, week by week, and just talk a bit more about the songs, Now I've gotten to know them a bit better. So I've got 4 categories that I've decided on. The middle ones being good songs and okay songs, because, let's be honest, she hasn't got any bad songs. However, there are ones that I just skip, that they're just not, they just don't really do much for me, but they're not objectively bad songs. So I've decided to have a category called Izzy Skips and then Izzy's Greats, which they're the ones that just do something to me, that for me personally they are elevated into a great song, I suppose. And what makes a great song? I think it's the audience, really. I've spoke about this loads over the last couple of years. I'm not sure you can know that you've got a great song until it becomes something else, in the minds and the hearts of people, But anyway, let's get into this. I have listened to Red a couple of times this week, just to try and be more familiar with it, Because she kind of steps more into like indie territory with this record, doesn't she? From those first 3 albums, but there's still hints in there. It's a little bit U2 as well, guitar-wise, isn't it, So this is 2012, man. I'm just kind of think what state the music industry was in then, what records were coming out. It's kind of, is this Taylor's sort of foray, or how do I word this? Is she moving more towards like a stadium rock aesthetic with this tune, do you think? Maybe this album, it reminds me a little bit of, what's that, Kings of Leon's album, 3rd album, because of the times. They kind of had this bigger, more delays on the guitars, bigger reverbs and stuff as they move towards that, And I loved their first 2 records, and I was fortunate enough to see them, I think, on the 2nd album. It's probably, it's like 2,000 people or something, maybe 3,000 people. And a lot of my friends at the time accused them, of that selling out, that old chestnut. I mean, what the hell does that mean, selling out? But you want to not, I guess it means to. They're insinuating that it's it's a betrayal of maybe your ideals or where you come from or something. But the people saying that usually, I don't know. Can I judge those kind of people? Maybe I did judge those kind of people, because as an artist you want to be successful, don't you? I suppose I'm trying to understand what these people, I feel like Joey when I do that. Am I using them correctly? I don't know. Because some of the greatest music of all time, could fill stadiums, right? And still does fill stadiums. Anyway, this reminds me a bit of Kings of Leon, digressing a bit. I'm thinking, am I going to get in my head a little bit too much, you know, trying to rank these songs, because I was just thinking, oh, okay, this isn't going to be in one of my great ones. So then the other two tiers I've got are good songs and okay songs. Maybe those tiers are labelled wrong, I'm not sure. It's certainly not a skip. But I feel like if I put it in just okay, maybe I'm doing it a little bit of a disservice. Maybe I need an extra tier. But then I know from listening to this album this week, you know, the songs like We're Never Getting Back Together, which is I would put that in good, although not one of my personal greats. My voice sounds real good, doesn't it? Okay, so we've got State of Grace. I'm putting it in the okay tier because it's not as much as I enjoy things about it. It's not really a song I put on like a playlist, you know. It doesn't give me the same wow factor, I guess. But I suppose it'll be interesting to get through the album, you know, and things might change. I think I've got similar feelings about this one. And I don't think I'm judging the song really as much as the version of it, you know. So maybe I can do some of the tours as well. But let me know your thoughts, you know, if you agree, if you disagree. So I know the version of, when I was listening the other day, the Holy Ground came on, and in my head, there's just that Live Lounge version. I'd forgotten how upbeat this version was. Well, I think it's the same tempo, you know, but just it's interesting the difference, I guess, production and percussion and things make. So I had to go and listen to the Live Lounge version again. I think it's a Live Lounge, right? And well, we'll see when we get to it. But I think this is Holy Ground. I would probably put it just in okay, you know, on this version. But then that Live Lounge version, that's probably one of my greats, you know. Yeah, this is where it gets a bit more serious for me, I guess. Okay, this is a good sign already, because I just want to start that again, man, because it's beautiful. I'm going to say the opening of songs is important, but there's just something about that opening vocal, not just in the lyric or the melody, but in the delivery, you know. As long as they don't touch me. That whisper as well, it's beautiful. Eye to eye, and all we are is skin and bone, trained to get along. I think I can hear the youth in her voice as well when I listen to this album now. Maybe when I first came to it, I wasn't that familiar with the much younger Taylor, you know, but I mean, what's she like, 22, 23, I suppose, doing this record? See, now it kind of loses me a little bit, you know, as much as it's... I mean, it's still good, isn't it? Okay. I'm going to put it there in okay songs just for now. I might add another tier. in the middle. Yeah, I am tempted to add another tier here. What can we add? Okay, so, well, as you can see, I've finally added another tier. I'm not sure if these are good songs or okay songs. Let's see how it progresses.
Once upon a time, a few mistakes ago, I was in your sights. You got me alone when I fell hard. You took a step.
This is a great pop song, isn't it? You know.
Without me, blew me to places I never been.
Yeah, I think this has got it going great. Just for that.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
Just for that melody, man. That line. What a killer pop melody and lyric that is. I knew you were trouble when you walked in. Fuck. It's Kylie Minogue level pop there, isn't it?
To places I never been. Damn, trouble.
Yeah, cool. It's certainly a great one. Certainly a great one. This has got that element of how was this not a song before, you know? You hear certain songs, don't you? You know, certain melodies, certain choruses, certain, you know, lines, and you think, geez, like how was this, like how has somebody else not written this, recorded this before, you know? Surely this is, you know, been around for years. I'd be interested to see what you all think though, you know. And my estimation of this is, you know, shot through the roof as well. I think it was a mistake to start with the 10-minute version.
I walked through the door with you. The air was cold, but something about it felt like home somehow. And I left my scarf there at your sister's house, and you still got it in your drawer even now.
See, I think maybe I just don't think that 10-minute version does the song justice, you know. I know it's nice to have the extra verses and stuff, but that particular performance, I think, that particular recording, I just don't think it's all that. But then when I heard this version for the first time, it's more raw and there's an energy in it, you know, maybe because it's fresh. And that 10-minute version does work really well, because there's a few versions I've watched of it that I loved. I think it was pretty good on the Eras tour, wasn't it? But there was two in particular. Was it at the Grammys, I think, when she's on the piano, and then there was like a version on the Saturday Night Live, perhaps. Those two versions, man, are just a killer, you know. And at the minute, I'm going to start this again. I'm not sure whether this is certainly going in the great tier. Is it going to go into Izzy's greats? Based on those other two versions that I've just mentioned, it certainly would. But I'm not sure. Like, I'm just going to listen to this and I'll decide, I guess. Just because something is simple doesn't mean that it's not good, right? Or because just listen to that guitar, those few guitar lines. For some reason, they just have such emotion in them, don't they, you know? That lead guitar, like, isn't it so beautiful? So why is that, you know? It's to do with the player, isn't it, you know? Okay, let me pause it again one more time. It's making me think about, well, I've recently... Well, long-time viewers here will know you've heard some of my own songs, a couple of my covers and that, and I have begun to work on an album, which I've realised, you know, it's going to take me probably all of this year, I think, to record it. Mainly because, you know, there are songs that I've written on my own, songs that I wrote with Richie. I was in a band with years ago, that these songs I think deserve to be heard. And you know, some of these songs have been around so long in my head. The fact that I'm still interested in pursuing them, I think, must say something about their potential, I think. Whereas some of my other songs have sort of fallen by the wayside. But anyway, as I've mentioned, with different versions of songs, you know, the production and how you present a song, it's not enough to have a great song, is it? Because if you arrange it or produce it in a substandard way, it doesn't fulfill its potential, you know. And so I've really been working on these songs, you know. Like, I'm pretty sure I know what the 10 songs are going to be. I did record a video talking about these 10 songs and playing bits of some of the demos, but I just haven't had time to edit it together. So at some point, maybe that'll come out, or, you know, a variation of that. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, this is well, as you can see, man, like Taylor Swift just has brought out all of the best things in me, you know. As an artist, she's just cool, isn't she, man?
I walked through the door with you. The air was cold.
In many dimensions.
Felt like home somehow, and I might be okay.
Yeah, this is really cool, man. This is like, I was just thinking, the mix is great as well. I love the sort of the it's like a floor tom and a snare drum that's going, but it sounds like it's just like room mics, you know, rather than, it's not like super overproduced, you know. There's a sort of like sloppiness to it, like the skins are a little bit loose or something, you know, and I love it. It's like a little bit like walking through the mud, you know, like walking through the mud of an old memory. And then that kind of, the mix is beautiful because that kind of takes my focus, and then I just feel like that bass guitar coming in, you know, and then it begins to get a little bit distorted. It's gorgeous. And her voice as well, man.
Picture it after all these days, and I know it's long gone.
I like that bass there.
Magic's not here no more.
Getting a little bit distorted over here.
But I'm not.
Yeah, okay, this is in Izzy Greats, you know. I have been converted, you know.
'Cause still we are again on that little town street, is in a twin-size bed.
That piano a little bit there as well. This is just so good.
On a T-ball team.
So good.
You told me about your past, thinking your future was me. Now
This is the definitive version, isn't it, I guess?
again, just to break me like a promise, and when I loved you so.
There's a guitar that's just panned over here, I think.
One real thing you've ever known. It was rare. I was there. I remember it. Oh,
Yeah, that's an interesting choice, just to pan it all the way over there.
wind in my hair. You were there. You remember it. All down the stairs. You were there. All too well.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
It feels like a perfect night to dress up like hipsters and make fun of our exes.
Yeah. Well, I already
Feels like a perfect night for breakfast at midnight to fall in love.
know how I feel about this one. And unfortunately, you know.
Yeah, we're happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time. We all
I feel bad, you know, for putting it in a skip. But it is really, you know.
But I'll bet you want to. Everything will be
Because even now, you know, I'm just like, I'm not going to skip it, but... And I get it, you know, it's a fun tune. And it's wonderful to see everyone
like one of those nights.
having such fun to it, you know, on the tours and stuff.
Too many cool kids.
I was gonna talk over it, but I find it too difficult, and it's probably not a great experience anyway. You know, for you watching, I don't know, but I guess I understand why people love this. I suppose it gives me the paints a picture of me of, you know, finishing college or university or whatever, isn't it, or growing up. So it's it's one of those kind of songs, and I suppose it's a beautiful thing about music, about art, isn't it? You know, that it's subjective, and we don't see the world as it is. We see the world as as we are through the prism of our experience. So that's how we relate to things, isn't it? So, and that's how we feel things, I guess. But again, like it's what I'm doing here, you know, is talking about how songs make me feel, you know, or what makes songs great or artists great. And we can objectively look at like lots of different things, can't we, and say, well, this is a big thing, that's a thing, but ultimately it's about how it makes you feel, isn't it? And that's different for everyone, and who the hell can understand or analyze that? Although it does help, doesn't it, to in life to analyse other people, or to try and understand how other people feel about things. It gives you a better understanding of yourself, right? Being exposed to stories and what? Yeah, just being exposed to stories that are outside the realm of your experience. It enriches your life and your world, doesn't it? I think. What would you... I'm just thinking, you know, is this a less cohesive album, do you think? Is cohesive the right word? You know, somebody made a comment in my reaction to the debut album that they said something along the lines of that first album is such... feels like it has an identity, I suppose, a strong identity. I think that's my words, not theirs. I can't remember what they said exactly. But they kind of said they missed that. And do you think this album is more of a kind of a tipping point? Elements of sort of past Taylor are there, and she's sort of striving forward in a few different directions, dipping her toes in some different, I don't want to say, some different styles, if not genres, you know. And then I guess, yeah, when you get into like 1989, Reputation, they're more concept albums. Would that be a way to put it? I'm not sure.
It takes everything in me not to call you.
This is a very mature song, isn't it? You know.
And I wish I could run to you.
I love the I bet. I love that device in songs, I think, in general. I bet blah blah blah. I bet blah blah blah. But there's this. Yeah, this just feels like there's a great maturity to this, isn't there? I was going to say, does it feel like it's always been around? It just feels like this could be like a cover of some country artist from years before, you know.
In me not to call you. And I wish I could run to you. And I hope you know that every time I don't, I almost do.
She captures like a universal feeling, I suppose, of, well, it depends on the type of breakup, I guess.
I bet this time of night you're still up.
I'm going to put it above there.
I bet you're tired from a long, hard week. I bet you're sitting in your chair by the window.
I'm tempted to put it in Dizzy's Greats, but
City, and I hope sometimes you wonder about me.
hey, I'm going to leave it there for the time being. Yeah, this one's going
Remember when we broke
straight in.
up the first time, saying this is it, I've had enough. Cause like we hadn't seen each other in a month. When you said you needed space. We are never ever ever getting back together.
This is another great pop song, isn't it? And another one I think that is sort of from the future as well, isn't it, of a catalogue. I am going to have to put Almost Do, I think, just above it though.
So he calls me up and he's like, I still love you. And I'm like, I mean, this is exhausting, you know? Like, we're never getting back together. Like, ever.
This is another one that you can't believe you haven't heard that melody before, you know, that lyric. It seems so obvious, but nobody had done it before, right?
Getting back together. Across the room at you, I was
I wonder, like, how many of these songs were sort of hanging around from other albums, you know, maybe, or not too many of them, I suppose, right? Because there's all these vault tracks that have been coming out with Taylor's versions and stuff, you know. So did she kind of move on from the songs that didn't make it onto records? I'm not sure I like this one like much. It would probably be a skip.
This morning I said no one else.
There's something cute about some of her delivery, some of her vocal deliveries in this album, though, isn't there?
I think that
It's nice to listen to.
stay.
You know, so there are moments of the performance that I like, but
I've been loving you
the song,
sometimes.
it's just a skip for me.
You think that it's funny when
Some nice harmonies there as well.
I'm mad. I think that it's
Harmonies over here.
stay.
Some whisperings of stay over here. Yeah, that's what it is, I guess, isn't it? Just a fun little ditty.